A country corner, gravel parking lot, sits the old 40 Econoline van that's all but shot. From the guts of the rusted out van springs a spiritual, a roadside stand where the saviors of soul and rock and roll exchange daily thoughts. They spend all day nonchalantly leaning on the fender. The pictures of cool as the fate of a roadside vendor. But to pass the time away, they talk with each other all day and wonder about the irony that brought them together forever. Man, I'm talking about the kings of black velvet, Jesus Christ and Elvis, the religion of contradiction side by side. And some would whisper it's kind of scandalous, shout it's downright blasphemous, but you can take them both home for $39.95. Jesus says every morning when I see your pompadour hair, it reminds me of something that drives me to total despair. Talking about the TV preachers by the dozen who claim to be the second coming. We drove the money changers from the temple and put them on the air. Elvis says, my man, I know exactly how you feel. There's no part of my act those impersonators didn't steal. You can't pray in a public school, but there's no law against singing. Don't be cruel. When it comes to the message, I got the better end of the deal. Those philosophical kings of black velvet, Jesus Christ and Elvis, the religion of contradiction side by side. Some would whisper it's kind of scandalous, shout it's downright blasphemous, but you can take them both home for $39.95. Well, they bet on every car and who was gonna buy what, and they go double or nothing on the totals from a tourist bus. But they could never figure out how someone stone cold sober would spend their money on the dogs playing poker instead of a couple of good-looking velvet hunks like us. Well, they talked of Colonel Parker and Judas and friends who failed them. Elvis joked about the farmer's daughter and the traveling salesman, about Memphis Mafia and movie chicks, how Jesus saves but Elvis lives, and if the pearly gates are bigger than the ones at Graceland. Those conversational kings of black velvet, Jesus Christ and Elvis, the religion of contradiction side by side. And some would whisper it's kind of scandalous, shout it's downright blasphemous, but you can take them both home for $39.95. Well, they talked about the tabloid press and the thirst for scandal. Jesus says I put on some tunes when it's too much to handle. Elvis, my friend, don't take this wrong, but I always preferred those surfing Beach Boys songs. What do you expect from a guy always wearing sandals? But there's one part of your act that I found particularly thrilling. It was your closing line from the show at the Vegas Hilton. 'Cause when they rolled that stone away, it would have been cool to have the big voice say, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus has left the building. Those resurrected kings of black velvet, Jesus Christ and Elvis, the religion of scandalous.